A very good morning to all the students present over there. How are you all students? I hope you all are good. Yes, so this is again Zeba Anjum with your lecture number 15 of Computer Applications with Blue Jay Class 10th. And today in this video we are going to see our programming questions basically of unit number 7, that is conditional statements in Java, and this is basically your part 4. So students, before directly jumping on to your exercise portion, we are going to have a basically revision test questions, and then afterwards you will be getting your exercise questions. Okay, your revision test question is basically of 20 marks at a total, and these are the questions. You have to do these questions in your copy. Okay, so note down the questions. First one is find out the output on the left hand side. You can see this is a question. You have to solve this one, and on the right hand side you are having four options. You please solve this question, bring out the output and match your answer with the options over there. And this question is of 2 marks. Moving forward, you are having the second question. It says what is the value stored in variable res given below? Below is basically what? Your expression that is having some of your mathematical expressions. Yes, and you have to find out the output for the same. We have already studied about these functions. This question is again is of 2 marks. Moving forward, the third question, give one point of difference between unary and binary operators. You can write down the answers in your own language. There is no foundation of any bookish language. Okay. Question number 4. You have to write down the equivalent Java expression for the same. See students, below we are having 4 mathematical expression. You have to convert each of this expression into your Java expression. Every part contains half marks, so at a total this question is of 2 marks again. The fifth one, you have to find out the output. Below given is a 3 line of code. You have to you have to view this code and find out what is an appropriate output for the same. And this question is again of your 2 marks. Moving forward, this is the last question, sixth one, in which you have to write down a program. Okay, this is basically your program. BSNL charges for using telephone from their customers according to the calls made. On the left hand side you are having number of calls over here, and on the right hand side you are having what? Charges that has to be paid. Okay, for the starting 50 calls there is no charge, it means free of cost. For the next 100 calls you will be having rupee 1 per call. For the next 200 call you will be having 90 paisa per call. Now students, please make a note that you are having over there that for next 100 calls, okay, and for next 200 call more than 350 calls. So please make a note that how we have solved your remaining questions over there. You have to apply some kind of logic over there also. Now at the last what you have to do, monthly rental charges is 180 rupees per month for all the customers for using telephone. It means besides these charges you are having 180 rupees per month charges for all the customers. Okay, so besides calculating these charges you have to add on this 180 also. Getting the point? Now write a program to calculate monthly telephone bill indicating number you have to take as an input, that is mobile number. Okay, calls, that is number of calls that has been made, and आप इन calls को इनसे compare कराएंगे. Okay, and then the total amount to be paid you have to calculate. So students, this is basically your program, and this is of your 10 marks. Okay, so please try this question on your own. Now let us start our remaining exercise questions, in which we are going to deal with your basically switch case statements. Okay, and you're remaining that answer the following question, that is sixth part, theory part we have left over there. So firstly we will start with our switch based questions. See students, your ninth question, write a menu driven program to calculate area of circle, area of square, area of rectangle. ओके, थ्री केसेस वी आर हैविंग, एंड आपको क्वेश्चन में यहाँ पर मेन्यू ड्राइवन लिखा हुआ है, तो इट मीन्स यू हैव टू यूज स्विच केस ओवर देयर. इट इज मैंडेटरी टू यूज स्विच केस. ओके, अगर क्वेश्चन में आप मेन्यू ड्राइवन देख लेते हैं देन यू हैव टू यूज द स्विच केस. Now, three cases we are having. In first case, we have to find out the area of circle. In second, we have to find out area of square. Third one, we have to find out area of rectangle. Now see, below we are having enter C to calculate area of circle, S to calculate area of square, and R to calculate area of rectangle. Yes, you can also use 1, 2, 3, but in this question clearly it has been specified that you have to enter C to calculate area of circle. So you will be taking what? Case C, case S, case R, because it has been mentioned in the question. अगर आपके question में ये mention नहीं होता then it depends on you, आप उसको 1, 2, 3 ले सकते थे, but it has been specified over there, तो आपको C, S and R ही लेना पड़ेगा. Okay. Now students, this is basically our blue jay, and over here we are having question number 9. I have already typed it for you. Let us double click it to open the program. Now see students over there. Firstly, you have been importing a class for taking a scanner. Yes. Then open the class public static void main as a main function. Then you are starting your answer with what? Your scanner. You have made an object that is in of your scanner class. Yes. Now what you have to do? You have to create a menu, because you are going to write down a menu driven program. Okay. So firstly what you have written, enter C to calculate area of circle, enter S to calculate area of square, as well as enter R to calculate the area of rectangle. Okay. आपको ये तीनों लाइंस या फिर आपके अकॉर्डिंगली जो लाइंस होती हैं वो मेन्यू ड्राइवन प्रोग्राम की स्टार्टिंग में मेंशन करनी होती हैं. Okay. Then what you have to do, write down system.out.print, enter your choice. Okay. You are going to take a choice, either C, S or R. Okay. Then you have to take choice as an input. Now see students over there, in your ninth class, yes, when we were having our last chapter about our scanner class, yes, over there we have also used this char at 0. It means what? It means आपकी अगर कोई भी एक string लिखी हुई है, then what you are doing, then you are going to pick up only the first letter. yes, अगर आपने कोई भी एक इनपुट दिया है, let us suppose आपने दिया है area as an input, then by this it means what? In dot next is going to take the overall string, and by this dot char at 0 is going to take only the first letter. It means कि अगर आपने enter किया है area, then it is going to take out only the first letter, that is your A. Okay, getting my point? So this is used to basically take your input as a character, and you are going to store it in a variable named as choice. Okay. Now we are going to open our switch case statement, see choice. So now students, you will be writing out this switch one, yes, switch case, then choice in bracket, because you are going to take a choice in this variable. Okay, the same variable we are going to use over here also. Now case C, because you have to take C as an input for calculating area of a circle. Okay, so case C, it is a character, so we are going to write it in your single quote. Okay, system.out.println, you have to take radius as an input. Yes, again, then storing your radius in R, then calculating what? Your area. Okay, so we are going to store it in CA. It is a variable. The formula we are going to use, 22 upon 7 into 7, sorry, into R, that is pi R square basically. Okay, and then afterwards you are going to print the area on the screen. Getting the point? Now again, for calculating the area of a square, we need what? We need the side. Okay, so firstly we are going to take side as an input, enter the side of a square, then store this side in this variable named as side again. Okay, then calculate this area of side by using the formula, that is side into side, that is side square. Okay, now again we are going to print this area on the screen by using this line. Again break, we are going to use break after every case. Okay, and then the last case, that is R, to store the area of rectangle. What is the formula for calculating area of rectangle? That is your length into breadth. So you are going to take it length and breadth as an input. With these four lines we have taken as an input length and as well as your breadth. Now again in this line we are going to apply your formula, that is length into breadth, L into B, and we are going to store the result in our A variable, and lastly we are going to print this area on the screen. Then again we are going to use this break statement. So students, we have already used all the three cases. Now there is a time to use our default statement. Okay, so default system.out.println, you have entered a wrong choice. Okay, now Please note this code in your copy, and let us try to execute this program. Compiled our code. We don't have any syntax error. Now just try to run our code. Yes, it is going to show you this one. Enter C to calculate area of circle and S and as well as your R. Let us give the answer as your R. We are going to calculate the area of rectangle. Okay. Now enter the length of rectangle, that is 20. Enter the breadth, that is your 10. Okay, and the area is what? 200.0, because we are going to store the result in a double data type, and the formula is length into breadth, so 20 multiplied by 10 gives you 200. I think that is clear. Yes. Now students, moving forward with your 10th question, that is write a program using switch case to find the volume of cube. Firstly, volume of cube, secondly, a sphere, then a cuboid. Three cases you are having. For an incorrect choice, an appropriate error message should be displayed. It means what? Your default case. Okay. So at a total 4, we are going to use 3 case and 1 default case. Okay. The first one, for your volume of a cube, the formula is given, that is side into side into side. You are having volume of a sphere, that is 4 upon 3 pi into r into r into r, that is r cube. For the value of pi, you are going to use 22 upon 7 as we have used over there in the area of circle. Yes, for calculating volume of cuboid, you will be using this formula. So students, as we have done our ninth question and we have applied the cases over there, you will also be doing this question number 10, and you are also be going to apply these cases over there. But see students, the difference is what, यहाँ पर आपको ninth में clearly दिया हुआ था कि enter C to calculate area of circle, so आपको एक character ही input कराना था. Yes, but over here in 10th question आपके पास ऐसी कोई boundation नहीं है, so either you can use this C for cube, S for sphere, then Cu for cuboid, or you can use 1 for cube, 2 for sphere, 3 for cuboid. Both the answers will be correct. It depends on you that what do you choose. Okay, so this 10th question you have to do it by yourself. बिल्कुल आपका question ऐसे ही होना है जैसे you have done this 9th question. Okay, I hope this is clear, and in case you feel any difficulty, please let me know about the same. Moving forward with your 11th question. The relative velocity of two trains traveling in opposite direction is calculated by adding their velocities. Yes, basic thing it is. In case the trains are traveling in the same direction, the relative velocity is a difference between their velocity. Write a program to input the velocities and length of the train. What you have to do, you have to write a program and two inputs you have to take, that is velocities as well as the length of trains. It is clearly been mentioned that you are having what? You are having two trains. Now two cases you have to make. See over there, it is clearly mentioned that write a menu driven program to calculate the relative velocity series and the time taken to cross each other. What you have to do, what you have to write down a menu driven program. It means you have to write down a switch case program in which आप दो cases बनाएंगे, one for what? For opposite direction and one for your same direction. Okay, now let us see how we are going to do this question. Now let us see our question number 11, that how we are going to solve this problem out. Basic thing, firstly, imported our Java package class Q11 public static void main scanner to take an input. Okay, in this question we have to do what? Firstly, we have to create a menu. That is why we have written these two lines. The first one that says enter 1 for trains traveling in same direction, and for second one trains traveling in opposite direction. Okay, so we have chosen over here the numbers 1 as well as 2. So two cases we are going to make as well as one default case. Okay, now the next line system.out.println, your enter your choice. Okay, you have to give it an enter your choice. Now 1 and 2 both are your integers, so it is going to expect an integer number. Yes, so it is going to take what? Int choice. Yes, now you have to take what? Inputs. In input you have to store the velocities as well as the length of both the trains. Okay, so over here we are going to enter the velocity as well as the length of your first train. It is in double, both the things. And in these lines, in the next four lines, we are going to store the velocities as well as the length of your second train. Again, both are in double. Okay, now we are going to calculate what? Your relative speed. For that we have taken a variable, that is your r speed, and let us define its value, that is 0.0. Okay, now using this switch case again, case number one, when we were doing what, when your trains were traveling in same direction, and you know it is a physical, you might have studied it in physics, that when your trains are traveling in the same direction, then for finding out the relative speed you have to do what, you have to subtract them. Yes, you have to subtract them. The difference will be the relative speed. So in case 1, what you are going to do, r speed equals to math.f's speed 1 minus speed 2. We have used in this math.f's. Why? Because we don't know that speed 1 will be greater or speed 2 will be greater. In case speed 1 आपकी ज़्यादा होती है speed 2 से, then this overall this mathematical expression will give you something in positive value. But अगर आपका speed 1 in case कम होती है speed 2 से, then it is going to give you a negative value, and that is why we are using this math.apps over there कि in case अगर आपकी negative value आए तो positive बन जाए. Okay, this much only we have to do in case number 1. So again we are going to apply your break statement. Okay, case number 2, when your trains were traveling in opposite direction, so for finding out the relative speed we have to add on both the speeds, or you can say velocities. So students, over here see r speed equals to speed 1 plus speed 2. No need to find out math.f's because there is no role of negativity over here. Yes, now again break, default case, that is wrong choice, please select from 1 or 2. Okay, now we have completed our switch case over there. Yes, both the cases we have done. Now after executing the switch case, most probably you will be getting the value of your relative speed. So now what we have to find out, double time we have to find out. Okay, what is the formula for time equals to distance upon speed, and as a distance, when you are talking about these trains, the distance will be the addition of the length of both the trains divided by your relative speed. Okay, so length 1 plus length 2 divided by your relative speed. Now again at the very last we are going to print it out on the screen, your relative velocity, that is r speed, as well as your time taken to cross, that is your time. I hope this question is clear to you. Please note this question, sorry, answer. Now let us compile this code. No syntax error. Now see, first one, trains traveling in same direction. Second one, trains traveling in opposite direction. Now you have to enter your choice. Now let us suppose we have given what? We have given 2 in opposite direction. Enter first train velocity. First train velocity, let us enter it as 10. Length 100. Second train velocity, let us enter it as 20, and the second train length, let us give it a 120. Okay, now this is the relative velocity, that is the addition of both the velocities, 10 plus 20, and the time taken to cross is what, 7.333333, and all these things. Okay, I think this is clear. Students, there is no need to write down the output. You can note down the output in case you need. It depends on you. If you need by yourself, okay, then only you just copy this output things, but there is no need to write down the output in your copy. Only the question as well as the code is important. Now, so students, here is the question number 12, that is, in order to purchase an old car, their depreciated value can be calculated as per the tariff given below. So on the left hand side you are having what number of years your old car is used, and on the right hand side what is their rate of depreciation. Okay, so if you have used your car for 1 year, then 10% of the rate will be depreciated and accordingly. Okay, so at a total we are going to have what, 1 2 3 4 5 cases. Now write a menu driven program, so you have to include a switch case to input showroom price and the number of years the car is used, that is 1 for 1 year, second for second year, and so on. Okay, what you have to take an input, showroom price, that is the actual price of your car, and the number of years your car has been used. Okay, now calculate the depreciated value, display the original price of the car, depreciated value, and the amount to be paid. Basically आपको इस question में क्या करना है, you have to write down a menu driven program. उस menu driven program में आपको cases बनाने हैं according to the number of years used. Okay, you have to take शोरूम प्राइस एज एन इनपुट कि आपकी कार का ओरिजिनल प्राइस क्या है वो आपको इनपुट लेना है, एंड द नंबर ऑफ ईयर्स आपको इनपुट लेने हैं कि कितने साल के लिए आपने कार को यूज़ किया हुआ है. ओके, एंड देन अकॉर्डिंगली व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू डू, यू आर गोइंग टू फाइंड आउट द डेप्रिसिएशन वैल्यू कि कितना आपका जो प्राइस था वो कम हुआ है उस पर. ठीक है, एंड फाइनली द अमाउंट टू बी पेड. ओके, सो लेट अस ट्राई दिस क्वेश्चन ऑन अवर BlueJ compiler. Now students, over here let us make a new class, that is your Q12. Okay, now we are going to write down our code. Firstly, import java.util package. Okay, then public class Q12, then the basic part, that is your public static void main string argument. Okay, then all these things basically. So at the very first, what you are going to do, you are going to write down a scanner class, make an object sc equals to new scanner, in bracket write down system.in. The very common line, you have created an object sc of your scanner class. Now let us try to prepare our menu. Yes, write down system.out.println 1 for 1 year. Okay, like this you are going to include in your program. 1 for 1 year. Now let us copy this thing out. 2 for 2 years. Now again 3 for 3 years. Again 4 for 4 years, and at the last 5 basically for more than 4 years. Okay, all the 5 cases we are having it over there. Now what you have to do, you have to take an input system.out.println, write down, enter your choice. So your choice will be an integer type because 1 2 3 4 5 over here we have taken. Yes, so write down int choice equals to sc an object and next integer because we are going to receive an integer as an argument. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to take another input, that is system.out.println. आपको showroom price भी enter करने थे. Enter the showroom price of the car. Okay, आपको showroom price भी enter करने थे. For that kind of purpose you are using this line, and let us say double original price equals to your sc dot next double. Done. Now let us start your switch case. Switch choice. Okay, now all the cases in between. Over here, firstly let us make a case 1. Case 1, that is for first year, and our depreciated value will be what? Our depreciated value will be, let us see over there in the question, it is your 10%. Okay, so basically let us make an variable over there, double depreciated value equals to 0.0. Okay, now let us calculate this depreciation value. So DEP will be equal to 0.10 multiplied by your original price. Why 0.10? Because it is 10%, and obviously if you are using this 10% of original price, then you will be getting what? 10 upon 100. So 0.10 directly over we have written it. Okay, so by using this line you have calculated your depreciated value. Now again you will be using break statement. Okay, now case 2 we have to start. Case 2 for using the car for 2 years. Okay, 20% we are having the depreciation rate. So BEP equals to 0.20 multiplied by your original price. Okay, again break we are going to use. Then again next case, that is case number 3. For that kind of thing, depreciation equals to 0.30 multiplied by your original price. Okay, then again break. Then again case 4. For case 4 you will be having DEP equals to, for see over here in the table, for 4 years you will be having 50% rate of depreciation. Okay, so 0.50 multiplied by original price. Now again you will be using break over there. Now the last case, that is case number 5. For more than 4 years you will be having depreciation value equals to 60%. So 0.60 multiplied by your original price over there. Okay, again break. All the 5 cases we are done. Then we are ready to write your default case. Okay, default case system dot out dot println. Clearly we are going to write down wrong choice over there, wrong choice. Okay, and we are done with our switch case. Now students, what you have to do, you have to print it on the screen. What? Display the original price of the car, depreciation value, both the things we have calculated. This thing original price हम लोगों ने input लिया था, depreciated value we have calculated by using our switch case, and the amount to be paid हम अब आपका क्या करेंगे, calculate करेंगे. So see students over there, यहाँ पर आपका क्या हुआ था, अभी तक हम लोगों ने depreciation amount calculate किया था, and after that write down double amount equals to your original price minus your depreciated value. Okay, so आपका final amount भी आ चुका है. Now what we are going to do, let us print everything on the screen. So system dot out dot println, and it is firstly the original price, that was your O underscore price. Okay, then again let us copy this thing out, your system.out.println. Let us copy it, paste it, our depreciated value. What is your depreciated value? That is your DEP. Okay, and then lastly your final amount to be paid. That is what? That is your basically plus amount. Okay, so we are done with our question. Now let us try to execute this thing out. Compiled our Java code. We don't have any syntax error. Now let us try to run this thing. Question number 12. Okay. Okay, we are already having it over here. For 1 year, 2 for 2 year, 3 for 3 year, and so on. So let us try down for your third year. Okay. So enter the showroom price of the car. Let us say 1,20,000. Okay, now all these are the values: original price, your depreciated value, and your final amount to be paid. Okay, so basically this is how you are going to do your 12th question, and this was the last question from your exercise. Now students, we are left with our sixth part, that is answer the following question. For that, please take your book as well as one pencil. For some questions we are going to write down directly, and for some you have to mark it in your book. Okay, so students, at a total we are having this 8 questions. So now we are going to see each question one by one. So see over here, the first question, what is mean by conditional statements? Explain. You have learned about all the if construct. Yes, all the if constructs basically does what? Your basically it provides you a condition कि आपको किस आपको flow में जाना है. Either you have to go in your yes block or you have to go in your false block. Okay, so आपका क्या होता है, एक condition होती है जिसके accordingly आप अपने statements को execute करते हैं. So basically this is the answer. The order in which the statements of a program are executed is known as your control flow. By default, the statements of a program are executed from top to bottom in order in which they are written. But most of the times our programs require to alter this top to bottom control flow based on some condition. Okay, the statements that help us to alter the control flow of the program are known as your conditional statements. So all these lines you have to write down. Now for the question number 2, what is the significance of system.exit 0? What you have to do, open page number 77. In that you were having the topic unusual termination of a program, below some points to remember. Then from line number 2 you have to write down the function system.exit 0. From there you have to write down until the last, that is line number 4, statements of the program. Okay, I think it is clear. Moving forward, third question, is it necessary to include your default case in switch statement? Justify. The answer is default case is optional in a switch statement because it is better to use it anyhow. Yes, it is optional. Your default case सिर्फ कब execute होता है जब आपका कोई भी case match नहीं करता है, then only आपका default case execute होता है, but it is better to use it anyhow. Okay, it is included to take care of the situation when none of the case value are equal to the expression of switch statement. Now moving forward, question number 4, what will happen if break statement is not used in a switch case? Explain. For this question you have to turn on page number 78. On page number 78 you are having some topics, terms related to switch statement. Yes, at the last you are having what? Fall through. Then from the starting till the end, all the 4 lines you have to write down in this. Okay. Now for the fifth one, when does fall through occur in a switch statement? Explain. The same answer that you have written in your fourth one, you have to write down in this question also. Okay. Both the answers will be same. Now see the sixth one, what is a compound statement? Give an example. Now for that compound statements definition you have to turn on page number 77. You were having some points to remember. Now see the third point. It is about your compound statement. So from the starting till end, both the 2 lines you have to write down. Okay. So the definition you have to write down from the book and the example you please copy it from here. If A less than B, then all these lines are basically what your compound statements means. I hope this is clear. Moving forward, you are having seventh question. Explain if else if construct with an example. For an example, you have to turn on page number 76, but for the definition of your if else if construct, please write down over here. If else if construct is used to test multiple conditions and then take a decision. It provides multiple branching of control. Okay, for example, turn on your page number 76. If else if example only you have to write down. Below this is a paragraph, then no need to write down that paragraph over there. Okay, basically आपका explanation है उस paragraph में, you don't have to write down that paragraph regarding the explanation, बस आपको सिर्फ एक example लिखना है if else if construct का. Okay, now for the last question, that is question number 8. Give two differences between the switch statement and the if else statement. Now see student, over here you have to make a two table. Switch can only test if the expression is equal to any of its case constant, and if else can test for any boolean expression like less than, greater than, equal to, not equal to, etc. I hope this is clear. स्विच केस में क्या होता है, आप एक इनपुट लेते हैं एंड रिगार्डिंग बेस्ड ऑन दैट इनपुट आप क्या करते हैं, आपके केस को इक्वलाइज करते हैं, आप केस मैच करते हैं. अगर केस मैच हो जाता है देन वेल एंड गुड, अदरवाइज आपका डिफॉल्ट केस एग्जीक्यूट हो जाता है. बट इन इफ एल्स कंडीशंस में क्या होता है, आप एक बूलियन एक्सप्रेशन देते हैं. ओके, वो आपका क्या करता है, आइदर ट्रू और फॉल्स में इवेलुएट किया जाता है एंड देन अकॉर्डिंगली आपके ब्लॉक्स एग्जीक्यूट होते हैं. Now again see the second difference. It is a multiple branching flow of control statement. यहाँ पर क्या होता है, multiple branching होती है because एक switch statement आपके multiple cases बना सकता है. But regarding your if else, it is a bidirectional flow of control statement. या तो आपका if ब्लॉक एग्जीक्यूट होगा और आपका एल्स ब्लॉक एग्जीक्यूट होगा. तो यहाँ पर येस और नो वाली कंडीशन आ जाती है. दैट मीन्स इट इज अ बाई डायरेक्शनल फ्लो ऑफ कंट्रोल स्टेटमेंट. एंड इन स्विच में क्या होता है, आप जितने चाहें उतने केसेस बना सकते हैं. सो दैट इज व्हाई इट हैज बीन सेड दैट ये आपका मल्टीपल ब्रांचिंग फ्लो ऑफ कंट्रोल स्टेटमेंट होता है. आई थिंक ऑल द 8 आंसर्स आर कंप्लीटेड. यस, in case you are having any problem or any doubt, then please let me know. Regarding your unsolved programs, and you have to do all the questions in your notebook only. आपके मैंने सिर्फ 2 questions आपको खुद से करने के लिए दिए थे. You please do it on your own. In case you feel any difficulty, then again please let me know about the same. And yes, before doing all these things, At the very first, I have given you what a revision test. So please try to do this revision test very honestly. Okay, don't Google it. It is for you. So I hope the questions as well as the answers are clear to you. Now see students, in the next video we are going to see your unit number 8, that is the last unit of your chapter number 1, revision of ninth class. And in this unit we are going to see your iterative constructs in Java. Okay, and before that we are also going to discuss your answers of that revision test. Okay, so please very honestly do the answers, and in the next video when I will be giving you the answer, you please check my answer with yours and very honestly give you marks. Okay, nobody is going to know your marks, you only will get to know कि आपने कितना prepare किया है, and that will only help you. Okay, so I hope that this all the things are clear. In case not, then please let me know in the comment section below. Thank you so much.